So can you tell me a little about who you are, who do you work for, and why are you here?
I'm David Jones. I'm the Vice President of Global Marketing for Friendster, and we're here at the GSP East. We were at GSP West a couple months ago in San Diego. We're here to spread the news about how large Friendster is and how our developer program is a great way for all the developers here to reach out and plug into our users and get adoption of some of their innovative apps on Friendster.
Very cool. So tell me a little bit about what your user base looks like right now.
So we're actually the 7th largest website in the world of any type based on traffic. So that's 22 billion page views a month. Unbelievable time spent on Friendster, and it's going very well. We're the 3rd largest social network based on traffic, and we're the #1 social network in Asia. So we have over 50 million users in Asia. And since most of the internet, actually 38% of the internet population is in Asia, Friendster is basically the best way to get adoption of apps out in Asia. So things are going very well in that regard. We keep growing, a couple million uniques every month, and we're now up to 70 million registered users globally and 40 million monthly unique visitors globally. So it's a pretty massive user base now.
So that sounds amazing.
So we launched a developer program back in October, was pilot, and December was the full production launch. We were the 2nd social network to launch a major developer program, and it's going very well. It's all REST-based server-side APIs.
Mm-hmm.
It's very easy to port an app over from Facebook or widgets over from other places, and to embed them easily into Friendster. And hundreds of apps are live today. Actually, over 350 apps are live today, and thousands are under development. And it's a very easy program to use that people are getting pretty excited about.
Okay, so what about if I wanted to monetize this? How does that process work on Friendster?
So again, we've been trying to think of how to do this so it works for developers. So it's an open revenue model. It's completely free. Mm-hmm. There's no rev share. You can apply any revenue or monetization model that you want to your app, and including advertising. So other social networks limit where you can place an ad in your application. Like, for example, one of the major ones limits that to the Canvas page, where not a lot of page views and a lot of activity happens on the Canvas page.
Yeah.
Most of it happens on the profile page when you're viewing the app. And so we allowed you to put the ad in the app on the profile page and get more revenues that way. What else? So pretty much any legal way that you can make money, you can do that with our developer program. And really, there's 2 reasons for that. One, we want you to be successful. If you've built an app that millions of our users are using, we want you to monetize it. We want you to pay, be able to pay for operating it, and to pay for the effort of building it. And we want that feature to stay there for years to come if our users are using it. Similarly, the second reason is if you've built one successful great app, the odds are very high that you'll build another, we'd like to say 2 through N apps on Friendster, and you have a much more likely track record of success with those apps. And so we want you to make money and be motivated to build more and more apps.
I know QQNet, another huge social networking program in Asia, uses kind of an acquisition-based model. So I'll have like a little character which I'll be able to dress, and I'll kind of buy clothing for him or her, and that's how they're going to make a lot of their money.
Right.
And in the U.S., it's much more impression-based. I go visit the site, I look at a banner ad, gain brand awareness, and then companies will pay for that. Which one do you see as a more successful model for kind of your platform in Asia or around the world?
Well, I think we can learn a lot from the QQs and the Psy Worlds and the Habbo Hotels of the world that are making incredible money, quite frankly, on relatively small amounts of money from a relatively large number of users. And people are what I call micro-spending. They load up their account, they get credits of some sort to spend on site.
In Asia, how do they get money into their account? So I know a lot of people there are a little adverse to using electronic transactions like credit cards. Yeah, there's much less popular there.
There's typically 4 ways. There's you buy a top-up card, a card in a convenience store. You pay cash, you get back a card with a number on it, you go to the website, type that number in, and that's how you charge up your account.
And was that like kind of a PayPal for there, or is it specific to the social network that you're going to buy would it be, or I buy like a QQnet card or Friendster card?
The models that are working today, in that case, that's one payment method. Is you go in and you buy in a convenience store or some sort of store. You buy a card for a specific site, and you pay cash. You get back a number, a code, and that's what you type in. Another way is credit cards or bank accounts. Another way is mobile, paying with your mobile phone.
So the providers.
So billing is done through the mobile carrier, and the net proceeds of that billing and collection gets distributed and becomes part of your account on the social network. And then finally, those are the primary means. Those are the top three ways of doing it. And so we're building the capability to establish a transactional relationship with our users so that people can put in money into their Friendster account and spend it on various things on the site, like virtual goods, like online games, like status, all the things that are proven ways of making money today. And once we've got that capability built, it's very likely that will be made available to our developers so they can monetize in similar ways as well.
Okay, very cool. Actually, there's one other question that brings up that I have to ask. So, what are the suggestions for you for, say, an American developer, since most of our audience is going to be an American student?
Yep.
To market to an Asian audience?
We found, a lot of things, Asians around the world still love U.S. and just in general Western entertainment content. A lot of these features that social networks have are universal features, sharing photos, sharing, communicating, expressing yourself. That's all universal, and the users generate the content that are in these features or in the applications if they're an application. And so the beautiful thing is that a lot of what happens on all the social networks today is universal. It spans countries, it spans cultures, it spans languages. So a good idea can work a lot of different places. So think about what you and your friends would want, or what a target user would like to do, and chances are it will work in Asia. And if it doesn't work the first time, launch it quickly, learn. You'll get feedback, and you'll learn quickly how to improve it.
Okay, excellent. All right.
Okay.
Thank you. And we'll go to see the demo back at the booth, right?
Yeah.
Excellent.